Greetings. Another day from the deep south. Absolutely wonderful day above the cloud and the forecast for rain. No good being down about that. You might as well enjoy it because, hey, I'm still above ground, just like some other people. Pete, how are you?
I'm actually good, and we're forecast for a bit of rain, and we're actually getting to the stage we're praying for it because
Oh,
we've had a bit of a drought. A long time since we've had any rain, and the ground is very, very brown. So
oh, right. Okay.
rain will be welcome.
So I understand that's pretty far reaching too, up into Northland and so on, a bit dry.
Yeah, it's been a long, dry spell. So no doubt, good old New Zealand will unleash with a torrent and flood us all in.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
get. Mind you, if you live on the is it the Gold Coast, they've been having a bit of a downpour of late too.
yeah, boy,
Maybe
have
that's
they
where
either.
this what do they call it? Atmospheric river is coming from.
Yes,
So, things military. Pete, interesting article yesterday.
extremely interesting. Willie Apiata, VC. Had at a ceremony in the Whakatane RSA on Sunday, handed his Victoria Cross back to Veterans Affairs Minister Chris Pink. And the reasons he's given is that he does not want it back until they have sorted out the pensions and the two-tier system that they've been running since 1974. So to me, hugely symbolic, and to me, it shows the measure of the man of what he's done because it's absolutely astounding. And Willie, if you ever see this video, mate, just total respect to you, total respect. I just think that's a magnificent thing that what you've done for all veterans.
Yep, yep. I
Mm.
think so. And if um, if it manages to come off as in there's only one definition for veteran, and that's one of service, um,
Mm.
it has effect for people who served in Southeast Asia, uh, 71 through to 89, and it may open the doors to some compensation for injuries suffered while in service in that part of the world.
Mm.
So
My
that could be
my understanding is too that even contemporary veterans and that are having problems with the same thing.
okay.
Yeah. So I
So,
guess it'll be a case of watch this space.
yep.
And
And I would
and he did he
Karen.
I do note that the minister Chris Pink did put a footnote in there was in there saying that he looks forward to the day when he can give Willie back his medal, his Victoria Cross, and I hope that means that his intentions in the in the right place, or his intentions are pointing the right way, and he's going to try and do the right thing by us. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, as you say, watch the space, see what occurs. And I
yeah,
suspect
exactly.
a lot of government minds that would have to be changed for
Mm,
the changes to take place under Veteran Support Act 2014. So
yeah.
we've had a definition under Ron Mark. His the Veterans Advisory Board that he brought together came up with a change to that definition and recommendations, and that's where it's sat ever since. In government, nothing happened. Who knows? Okay, on to other things. So, what do I notice in the news over the week? Three interesting things. First one is that the RNZAF doesn't have sufficient crew to service the Poseidons. So we're talking ground crew, and they are booked in to be serviced for major work in Australia. So there's two ways I figured of looking at that. One is I think that's a good thing that the relationship between New Zealand and Australia working together to service our NZ defence equipment is a good thing. Bad thing that they lost a lot of crew, air crew, not so much air crew rather, but the ground crew who service the planes. and we'll see what comes of that, how close those relationships develop, maybe in other areas. So that was the first thing I saw. Second thing, little bit of interest, was the a survey carried out by Radio New Zealand. Over 50% of the people surveyed, so 1,000 people were surveyed, over 50%, just over 50, supported increased defence spending because of the volatility of the world that we're in at the moment. And that's quite interesting. So again, that's a matter. We've got this defence capability study that's going to be released. We've been told for some time, hasn't arrived yet. We keep looking into the future, and that may outline how the extra 1.2% of GDP funding is going to be raised to cover that up to 2%. I think it is. The government is falling in line, perhaps, with other allies around the globe and in Europe and so forth. So again, watch the space, see what comes of that. And just on that line, I see yesterday an article coming out of Europe that Germany has told its citizens we're going to spend. The government has got a little bit of a free rein on how much they spend on defence. No debt limits have been imposed. But the interesting thing was the general that they spoke to said, we are preparing for war in 4 years' time. So wake up call, people.
Yeah. Well, hey, this time hopefully it's not with us.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah.
with us as
Well, I hope
allies.
they are with us, not against us, is what I mean.
Yeah, allies as
Yeah.
opposed to
Yeah.
enemies. So and I think that's happening in other places. Finland is also increasing its spending because they're right on the border with
Mm.
Russia, and they've got some unpleasant experiences from World War II. And I understand they're unlocking a bunch of their old bunkers that they've been mothballed since the Cold War, bringing them back
Mm.
into line, getting them opened up. And so that's a bit interesting. Well, Fort Courtly and parts of Devonport may be reopened.
My place of birth. Not in a bunker though. Yeah.
Yeah, so those things are interesting, and also I think it was just this morning there was an article about NZ Defence engaging with modern technology. So they're purchasing drones and trialing them more for surveillance as yet, and not lethal kamikaze type drones. Although our cousins across the ditch are getting into the more lethal version, delivery of munitions through drone, as we've seen in the Ukraine. Interesting YouTube footage from time to time, both sides, Russia and the Ukraine, using them quite lethally, quite specific in some cases, and the places they can get them to go, as in the back doors of the tanks and things. So interesting times for the capacity of NZ Defence, particularly the Army and the drones. So there you go. Siava news. OIA's, Pete, what's going on there?
Nothing. Yeah. As in no replies. The 20 days was up yesterday, the 20 working days. Um, so I haven't had any requests for extensions or any notification of extensions or anything. So I guess by the end of today, I'll be writing another email back to the Ombudsman and saying that what's going on once more. So
Yeah.
we'll see where that goes. So
And
I,
the OIA is the topic that keeps popping up in our discussion. So if you go online, I think it's on the Facebook page, Owen Phillips has put the April newsletter up. And in there, towards the back, there's a big chunk of information about OIAs, what we're talking about, what they do, what the government has to do, etc., etc. So
yeah.
if you're interested, go and have a look. And if you get really interested, um,
Right one.
Yeah, write your own. Best way to learn. Have a bit of experience. Zap a
Yeah.
few lines off to the government.
Yes.
What else is there? So newsletters out. IAs. What else? I'll just check my long list of things that I waffle about. Yeah, that's about it. I can finish. I can knock off and have late breakfast. Um, Last post. Crossing the bars. So Frank's not here today, and Pete's filling in there. Pete,
I have got one from Frank. So it's T19567 Ash James Kenneth, also known as Jake, joined as a junior weapon mechanic. 1 bar 1969, crossed the bar 30th of March 2025. No further details available. So that's the only one from Frank.
thank you, and our condolences to the family. I've scoured the normal pages that I draw the last post information from, and nothing this week. So that's a good thing, a good sign. We're all above ground. So we'll do the ode. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
So, thank you, Pete.
There's just
Appreciate it.
one more thing that's popped into my mind is give a little.
Right? Yes.
We are still chasing funds for our welfare. So we've had another donation, which has been the first one for a while.
Right.
So once again, we'd love you to donate a cup of coffee, the price of a cup of coffee or something like that. Just every little bit helps, and I think it's important that we just keep going and just keep plugging away at it.
Yep.
So that we can help our guys pretty much until this mess is sorted out. So
Yep. Yep. And I think I think we need people to feel comfortable to contact us to ask for some assistance or help. If your RSA is a bit unresponsive, and you need assistance, don't hesitate to get in touch. And we can have a chat as an executive and see how we can support you. And it's we don't want to put standard limitations that used to exist. I know within the RSA, it was the glasses and hearing aids and teeth with the three basics. But if it's a medical condition of any sort that you need support with, whatever, let us know and we'll see what we can do to help. So it's not a one-way street, us taking the money in. We'd really like to share it. So, yeah, make contact. Thanks to...
I was going to say it could be anything too, lawn mowing, transport to a doctor's appointment, a hospital appointment, anything like that. So,
Yep. Special thanks to Owen Phillips for producing I think it's the 3 yearly newsletter.
three monthly.
3 months.
Monthly.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Not 3 yearly.
Yeah. 3 times a year. 4 times a year.
Yeah. There you've got it.
Yeah, I got it right. I got old timers. And so, yeah, he does quite a bit of work to get that out. Some interesting stuff in there. I think there's a recommendation or acknowledgement of a recommendation for a VC for one of the Australians who served in Vietnam. It's interesting. Quite a while after the event, which is very unusual. And I think we need to pay some attention to that because I'm aware of people who have served in Vietnam who missed out on medallic recognition for their gallantry. So maybe
because of a quota.
Yeah, the quota system. Right. Anyway, I think that's us for today. So have a good day. Enjoy yourself. Stay in touch with all of your friends and comrades from the day that you wore a uniform, and don't leave it too late. Better to get in touch with us or the RSA or Veterans Affairs um, or ACC earlier rather than later. Better to shortcut the process than the unthinkable happens and you haven't done it and your health really deteriorates, then it might be too late. So get ahead of the bus, people. That's us. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us. We'll see Frank back next week. He was ahead of the bus this morning. He's on his way to the doctors. He's getting his regular checkups, so that's a good thing. All right, Tim.
Yes.
Thank you, and we'll catch you later. Pete, have a good day.
Thank you, Dennis, and same back at you. And once again, Willie Apiata, if you're watching, mate, you're a superstar.
Yep, I'm getting the nod. I'll have to go.